In the Indian stock market, always trend is your friend, right? You'll be hearing that always follow the trend. So what exactly is a trend, right? There are three kinds of a trend we have in the stock market. One uptrend, two downtrend, and the third one is about a sideways market, right? So in order to assess this trend and in order to check whether we are in an uptrend or not, normally we use candlestick charts in trading view, right? Apart from candlestick charts, we will also learn today about Heikin chart, right? So the layout of the chart itself we will be changing today. Instead of a candlestick chart, how Heikin will help us to understand the overall trend in the stock market we will study. And apart from that, right, let us also learn how this can be used on stocks, how this can be used on sectors, how this can be used on index also. We will be deep diving today, right? And on top of Heikin chart, how squeeze momentum, right, which assists us to know if there are more number of buyers who are entering the stock or the index, we will study today, right? So let's go to TradingView platform and let's study about these things. So the main intention I want every one of you to understand about the way stock market works is, if a particular sector or certain stocks which are exhibiting strength, it is always good to be in those direction rather than we taking a call which is contrarian investing, right? So there are few investors who take contrarian investing, means completely going against the market, right? Against the market. So the odds of success will be higher if you are following the trend, right? So contrary investing you can do, but it can maximum be 10% or 15% of your overall portfolio, which means, sir, chemicals as a sector has not done in the good in the last 1 year or 2 years, right? Majority of the chemical related companies, even though fundamentally great companies, they did not perform well. So that comes under contrarian investing, right? You take a call completely on the negative side of the sector or the negative side of a stock, so that after a particular time it will bounce back. But the chances of success will be lower there, right? Will be low. So that's why we restrict it to 10 to 15 percentage, right? So now in this chart, right? In this chart, what is that available for me, right? So as per the right, yeah. So as per the chart, right? As per the charts, right now I have loaded Nifty 50, right? Right now I have loaded Nifty 50, and this is a normal candlestick chart, right? This is a normal candlestick chart. So I'll be able to see the red bars and the green bars, which reflects the buyers and sellers, right? Buyers and sellers. Now what we will do, instead of a candlestick chart, right, let's go to Heikin chart, right? Let's go to Heikin chart. So in a normal candlestick chart, from almost many months, we are seeing a sideways market, right? Even from January, the starting of this year, we are seeing a sideways market. So we are in a base formation, or it's a clear rectangle formation, right? Rectangle formation. So you have your charts here, right? You can load your Heikin, right? Your candlestick charts, everything here. So let me go to Heikin, and this is your Heikin layout, right? So here you select a normal candlestick chart. You'll be able to load a candlestick chart. If I'm going to Heikin, this is a Heikin chart, right? So the advantage of a Heikin chart is it will tell you where the momentum is or where the trend is, right? Where the trend is. So right now, yes, it is a sideways, and almost from 14th May, right? Our Nifty is in a good trending zone, or even the entire last week is in a good trending zone. All the bars are like green bars, right? All the bars are like green bars. And yesterday we have seen a red bar, right? Red bar. So the trend is slowly reversing. And if you go back, right, almost from October till January, right, it is a clear bullish market, right? Or the trend is a clear uptrend, right? Uptrend. Now let's go back to our normal candlestick chart, right? Candlestick chart. So if you see here from October to almost January, yes, we had like multiple red bars, green bars, like that, right? So the advantage and the disadvantage of Heikin Ashi chart is, one advantage, it will tell you the clear trend, whether it is an uptrend or not. We'll get more number of green bars, which reflects that the market is in an uptrend. The disadvantage of Heikin Ashi is it will not give you the daily price movement, right? So if you see here, I've moved to a Heikin Ashi chart. Here, you are not able to know the daily price movement, right? Yeah, you are not able to know the daily price movement. As the trend is positive, every candle you will be able to see a green bar, right? Green. So the advantage is, yes, it is clearly telling you it is a clear uptrend, right? It's a clear uptrend. And the disadvantage is any day price fall, it will not be showing you, right? It will not be showing you. For example, right here on 20th December, almost a 1.4% fall in the overall Nifty, but it will reflect as a green bar, right? Here also, if you see, there are 7th, 6th December, right? 20th November, 23rd November, right? And even on 13th, 12th November, right? You will not be able to observe this, right? Observe these red days. So we load Heikin Ashi to observe what has been the momentum in the stock, right? What has been the momentum in the stock, right? It's almost positive, right? Almost positive. So what we do, apart from Heikin Ashi, it's good to load a squeeze momentum indicator, right? Squeeze momentum indicator. So what do? We go to indicators, we go to technicals, and we will load squeeze momentum indicator, which is a default indicator, right? Which is already there by Lazy Bear, right? He is the author. So squeeze momentum indicator, we'll select that. So now what is the advantage of combining your Heikin Ashi chart along with this squeeze momentum, right? So what did I observe? Exactly from 2nd November, right? Exactly from 2nd November, I've been observing that yes, the trend is reversed in a Heikin Ashi chart and I'm getting a green bars. But if you go down, this is your squeeze momentum. So in squeeze momentum, what is the nomenclature? Whenever the light green bars are increasing, right? All these light green bars are increasing means there are more number of buyers increasing, right? So from almost here to here, we have a lot of buyers. So this is the zone where the buyers are increasing. Light green bars indicate the number of buyers are increasing. Dark green bars indicates the number of buyers are decreasing, right? Buyers are decreasing. Similarly, your red bars, right? Your red bars here, light red indicates the number of sellers are increasing. Dark red indicates the number of sellers are reducing, right? Are reducing. So just following this Heikin Ashi chart, yeah, this is an entire Heikin Ashi chart combined with squeeze momentum. So what is the analysis you can do? Yes. So on these days, yes, the reversal has happened and the index is moving positive. And if you go back to squeeze momentum, yes, the light green bars has moved to dark green. The light red bars have moved to dark red, which means the number of sellers are reducing. If you see a couple of days before, yes, it's a downfall, right? It's a downfall, it's a bearish, but yes, the number of sellers are reducing now, right? Dark red bars are reducing, which means it is still a selling market, but they are reducing. So what gives you a confirmation to take the trade? This particular candle, right? Maybe this particular candle, still it's in a positive upward zone, right? Positive upward zone. And when this light green bars are increasing, yes, there is a lot of buying interest coming, right? Lot of buying interest coming. So as on 13th November, right? As on 13th November or on 14th November, right? To 2023, you can take a long position in Nifty, right? A bullish position in Nifty. So the trend is good, and even the squeeze momentum also is increasing. The number of buyers are increasing, right? The number of buyers are increasing, right? Let me show you the formation again. How do you load both of them, right? Now let's go back to an example, right? Let's go back to an example. Maybe I will take example of let's take Titagarh rail system, right? Titagarh rail system in the railways as an example, right? In the railway sector. So I wanted to know the trend of Titagarh rail system. What is happening? Is it a bullish, bearish, or sideways? So first I will change it to Heikin Ashi in my charts, right? So yes, so I've observed Heikin Ashi wise almost from 21st of March, it's in a clear upward zone, or even from 18th April, it's in a clear upward zone, right? The momentum or the trend is looking positive. And I wanted to load squeeze momentum. I wanted to see whether there are buyers increasing, decreasing, whether there are sellers increasing or decreasing. So I'll go to indicators, right? Squeeze momentum is an indicator, right? Squeeze momentum is an indicator. So you go to indicators, you go to technicals, and you just type squeeze momentum here, right? Yeah, squeeze momentum by Lazy Bear. And yes, I have loaded, right? I've loaded squeeze momentum, right? So from almost, yes, on 21st of March, we have seen a reversal in Heikin Ashi chart. Green bars are getting formed. And even in squeeze momentum, the number of sellers are reducing, right? The dark red is reducing, dark red bars. And from almost 2nd April, we are seeing the red bars, and even the light green bars are increasing, which means more number of buyers. And in these 3-4 days, right? Maybe on 15th April, 10th, 12th April, like that, we saw some reversal in the Heikin Ashi, the trend. Here there are no huge sellers, just the dark green reflects the number of buyers have reduced. Again, it has picked up an uptrend, right? So as of now also, if you see, still it's in a buying zone, right? The buyers are increasing, right? Buyers are increasing. So this combination will help you. And even the best part is this combination of Heikin Ashi and, right? This combination of Heikin Ashi and the squeeze momentum, you can even apply for your long-term companies, like on a weekly chart, right? Weekly chart. So let me go back to a stock like Cochin Shipyard, right? Cochin Shipyard. Or even your Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, right? Any company. So if you see, even on a weekly chart, yes, Heikin Ashi is giving a clear uptrend. Trend is positive. Squeeze momentum, right? Almost from your June 2023, right? You do not see any red bars. Means there is a clear buying interest, right? Clear buying interest. So whoever are like, sir, I've invested into Cochin Shipyard or Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or any company, right? Mezogon, GRSC. I've been for a very longer period. Should I do my profit booking? My question is, when the trend is clearly positive and clearly there are very good number of buyers and even the buyers are increasing, why do you want to do the profit booking? Let it continue. Let the money compound, right? Let the money compound. Whenever you see a reversal in the trend, even on a weekly, or whenever you see there are like this, like as you see here, during February 2023, March 2023, right? Where you see some red bars coming up, which means the buyers, the sellers, right? The sellers are coming. So that is where you take a reversal in your positions. The same applies even on an index as well, right? Index as well. For example, sir, I wanted to check what is the trend in IT sector, right? IT sector, Nifty IT, right? Nifty IT. So if you see Nifty IT, yeah, from almost March 2024, right? On a daily time frame also, if you see, the trend is bearish or negative, right? The trend is bearish or negative, and even there is a selling interest than buying interest, right? There is a selling interest than buying interest. Recently, yes, in the last 3-4 days, it is slowly picking up in terms of the buying interest, right? Let's see what happens. Or even you can check in a weekly time frame, right? As of now, in a weekly, not a very ideal thing, right? Not a very ideal thing. So you look at pharma, right? Sir, I wanted to look at pharma as an index, right? Pharma. So whatever you have studied today is applicable on stocks, is applicable on index, daily and weekly. I would not prefer on a monthly time frame, right? But yes, daily, weekly is good enough, right? If I look at a pharma, right? See, pharma is in a clear uptrend, right? Is in a clear uptrend, and even from almost February 2024, right? In the last 3 months, 4 months, it is in a sideways, right? Is in a sideways, not bearish. And even you see your squeeze momentum, there are no red bars, so there is no clear selling interest there. But yes, buyers, maybe the number of buyers are getting weakened now, even on a weekly, but no selling interest. Even if you look at a very, very shorter time frame, on a daily time frame, right? On a daily, yes, almost last 2 weeks, right? Almost last 2 weeks, we are seeing the buying interest is coming back, right? So let's see whether this going forward can replicate this kind of a movement, right? Can replicate this kind of a movement, right? Where we are seeing a small buying interest happening. So that's how you can combine your Heikin Ashi, your trend analysis with respect to the squeeze momentum, right? With respect to the squeeze momentum. So, sir, is that as the squeeze momentum wise, the buyers are coming up, and even the Heikin Ashi, it's a very positive trend going on. Should I aggressively add, right? This is something will give you additional information regarding the overall sentiment, overall trend of the market, right? Overall trend of the market, and individual stock selection. You can also basis on what's happening on the stock, right? Is it picking up more strength? Price and volume also you can shift back to candlestick charts and can check, right? This gives you the overall trend, either on a daily or on a weekly. It will give you the overall trend, and the buying and selling interest is given by the squeeze momentum, right? Anyone who is using a free version of TradingView, right? If you are unable to load more indicators, because in a free version of TradingView you can load only 2 indicators, and remember, volume which you load on a chart is also counted as an indicator, right? So see, if you have 2 indicators, you'll be fine. If you're loading a 3rd indicator, it will not allow you, right? If you want, you can remove the volume indicator and load the other one, right? So in a free version, that's the limitation you have, and I would always prefer to go and upgrade to a paid version of TradingView if you wanted to be in the market for a very, very longer period, because it's worth the investment. Okay, good. So I hope everyone loved this discussion. So what is that you have to do is, as a homework or as a task after this session, after this discussion, is go back, load it for the stocks or load it for the sectors which you're tracking and you have been bullish, whether the trend is still positive, whether there is still buying interest, right? The more you practice, the more merrier you will be understanding this concept much in deeper. Okay, thank you.